Hi, welcome to Starz Recap. Today I'm going to explain the Korean romantic comedy movie, The Beauty Inside, which was released in the year 2015. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. The movie revolves around a guy named Wu Jin, who suffers from a rare condition. On his 18th birthday, he first learned about his condition, which makes him wake up with a different face and body every morning. He was shocked and puzzled by his condition at first. He told his mother Moon Suk about his disease. She had a hard time adjusting to it but eventually accepted him for who he is. Wu Jin also came clean to his childhood best friend Sang Baek, who also accepted him. With Moon Suk and Sang Baek's support, Wu Jin starts to embrace his truth and learn to live with his strange condition. Every morning, Wu Jin wakes up in a different body of varying age, gender and nationality. Some days he's a man, a woman, old, young or even a foreigner. Because of his condition, he can speak a different language depending on who he wakes up that day as. Although he is always someone new on the outside, he's the same person on the inside. He is now used to seeing a different face in the mirror every morning. Wu Jin records himself every morning on his computer to keep a record. Every day is a challenge for him as he has to accustom himself to the changes of being a different person. He must adjust to his body, eyesight, voice, etc. He has a collection of all sorts of clothes, shoes to fit any and every type of body type. He also has all types of toiletries for males and females. He owns a phoropter to test his vision each day and a foot measuring device to measure his feet, which helps him select the right shoe. Wu Jin and Sang Baek have a furniture company called ALX, which makes unique high-end custom-made furniture for each individual client. The former works as a furniture designer while Sang Baek handles the manufacturing and sales. This allows Wu Jin to work in the privacy of his own home and avoid others from finding out about him. One day, Wu Jin meets a beautiful girl named Yi Soo who works at a furniture store. He falls for her beauty, mind and kind nature. He starts visiting the store every day to see her. Unbeknownst to her, he talks to her in a different avatar each time. But despite his changing appearance, Yi Soo would always treat him the same. Wu Jin waits until he wakes up as a handsome guy to finally ask the girl out on a day. He takes her to the ALX factory on the first date as she had expressed deep admiration for ALX products in Wu Jin's many encounters with her. They eat sushi and have a great time together. He asks her on another date the next day. He wants to meet her as the same handsome guy, so he stays up all night so as to not wake up as someone else the next morning. This goes on for several days and Wu Jin gets more and more sleep deprived with each passing day. The two start falling for each other and become inseparable over time. However, one day, Wu Jin falls asleep on a metro and wakes up as someone else. Afraid of freaking her out, he cancels his date with her and decides to never see her again. However, he gives in to his urges and continues to text her. He sends her a custom-made furniture designed just the way she likes it. The furniture helps Yi Soo impress her boss. Wu Jin also applies as a girl to work part-time at Yi Soo's workplace just so he could be close to her. He befriends her and asks to have dinner with her after work. He takes her to the ALX factory and gathers the courage to come clean about his identity and condition to her. He shows her the videos he recorded on his laptop to her, where he talks about her. He tells her about the conversions they had over dinner about antique furniture, guitars and music. However, Yi Soo finds it hard to believe and thinks it is some sick prank being played on her. She tells Wu Jin to never contact her again and storms out of the warehouse. Wu Jin breaks into tears and drowns in despair. Yi Soo soon starts missing Wu Jin and begins to wonder what if he was telling her the truth. The table that he had gifted her reminds her of him every day. One day, she decides to go meet him and drops by his home. Wu Jin opens the door as a girl and the two have dinner. Wu Jin explains his condition to her and Yi Soo decides to sleep with him so she could see Wu Jin waking up as a different person. Before sleeping, Wu Jin tells her more about his condition and how he copes with it. He reveals that he is 29 years old. He had made peace with his condition, but ever since he met her, it has gotten even more difficult to live with the condition. He tried to stay away from her but he just couldn't resist. Yi Soo wakes up the next day to find the same girl she had dinner with the other day sleeping next to her. She lets Wu Jin sleep and goes through his clothes, shoes and videos on his laptop. When Wu Jin wakes up, he wakes up as a boy. Yi Soo finally believes his claim and starts to accept him for who he is on the inside. They again start to meet every day and Wu Jin is elated to meet the same girl he likes for more than a week. They go to different places and talk about silly things. She gets used to Wu Jin one day waking up as a middle-aged man and some other day as a child. Meanwhile, Wu Jin feels safe around her and has not known loneliness in a long time. To find each other in the crowd, Wu Jin holds Yi Soo's hand to let her know that it's him. With Wu Jin spending most of his time with Yi Soo, he starts slacking on the work front. Sang Baek starts complaining to him about his lack of attention to his designs. Wu Jin assures him that he will refocus his energy on work. With Wu Jin struggling at work, Yi Soo pitches a new idea to him. She advises him to start the second ADX line with standardized sizes at moderate prices. This would give more people access to the ALX world and open new doors for the company. Wu Jin loves the idea, which surprises Sang Baek because Wu Jin always shoots down any new ideas he pitches. One day, Yi Soo's furniture studio throws a party and Wu Jin gets an invitation. Yi Soo's boss is excited to meet Yi Soo's ALX boyfriend. She is also interested in meeting him because everyone describes a different person when talking about Yi Soo's boyfriend. Unfortunately, on the day of the party, Wu Jin wakes up as an old woman. He goes back to sleep and fortunately wakes up as a decent-looking man. Wu Jin finally arrives at the party and holds Yi Soo's hand to let her know that it is him. Yi Soo finally gets her co-workers off her back about wanting to meet her boyfriend and the pair have a great time at the party. The next day, Wu Jin takes Yi Soo to meet his mother Moon Suk at her shop. Moon Suk is happy that her son has finally found someone he could spend the rest of his life with. She gives them her best wishes and hopes that they won't end up hurting each other. It is not always sunshine and rainbows for the couple. One time, Wu Jin upsets Yi Soo when he randomly holds her hand in a crowd with a new and unknown face, freaking her out. Seeing her hurt, he apologizes to her and promises to never do it again. Seeing the two head over heels for each other, Sang Baek asks his friend why he hasn't proposed marriage to Yi Soo yet. Wu Jin too had been thinking about proposing to her but had always been on the fence about it. With Sang Baek's encouragement, he decides to propose as Yi Soo. He works really hard to custom design a ring for her. Meanwhile, people begin to gossip about Yi Soo after seeing her out with a different man every day. This starts to take a toll on her mental health and she increasingly becomes forgetful. She begins to take pills to cope with her stress, anxiety and insomnia. Amidst all this, Wu Jin broaches the topic of marriage to Yi Soo and as expected, she isn't so keen on marriage right now. She tells him that there are many things to consider before getting married. She says that every time he looks in the mirror each morning, he needs time to accept himself, to test his vision, and to measure his feet. Similarly, she needs time to think about marrying all those different people. She also can't imagine how she's going to introduce him to her parents. Yi Soo's response really upsets Wu Jin. He had thought that they were on the same page but it seems they are reading two different books. The conversion overwhelms Yi Soo and she takes a high dosage of her pills. She falls ill and is rushed to the hospital. Wu Jin learns that she had been taking risperidone pills for her stress and sleeplessness. He also finds an audio message of Yi Soo's psychiatrist advising her to not see Wu Jin for some time for her mental health. Wu Jin is taken aback by all these revelations. He wonders if it was her fault for not telling him or if he was too blind to notice that Yi Soo had been silently suffering. He eventually concludes that he was the one who was blinded by fantasy. Wu Jin can't seem to find a way out of this and goes to meet his mother. Moon Suk tells him that she had expected this would happen one day or another. She tells him that Yi Soo will be fine as long as Wu Jin and her aren't together. Puzzled, Wu Jin asks her what she's talking about. She then reveals that Wu Jin inherited this condition from his father. Moon Suk loved Wu Jin's father dearly at first but people began gossiping. They accused her of being promiscuous. She tried to ignore it but one day, Wu Jin's father disappeared. He left her a letter, apologizing to her for making her life hell. Wu Jin is moved to tears by the revelation and he starts wondering if Tu has to leave Yi Soo for her betterment. After Yi Soo is discharged from the hospital, Wu Jin meets her for the last time and breaks up with her. He tells her that it is the right choice and asks her to stop taking those pills before disappearing from her life. The breakup devastates Yi Soo and she thinks about Wu Jin every day. 10 months pass by. Yi Soo can now sleep without pills but she still dearly misses Wu Jin. One day, Yi Soo's boss shows her furniture designs from a Czech website and asks her to find the designer's contact details. Yi Soo notices Wu Jin's trademark style in those designs and suspects that he is the designer. She then goes to meet Sang Baek in his office, however, Sang Baek acts cold towards her and refuses to talk to her about the designs and Wu Jin. Before leaving, Yi Soo notices a cargo box shipped from the Czech Republic in Sang Baek's office, further confirming her suspicions that Wu Jin is in the Czech Republic. Realizing that being away from Wu Jin hurts her more than people's gossip, Yi Soo flies to Czech Republic. An unknown Korean man answers the door at the website's address. He denies knowing anyone by the name of Kim Wu Jin, but Yi Soo asks to see the man's furniture collection for her store. Inside, she notices shoes of different sizes and gender, further confirming that the man is Wu Jin. She expresses her love for him and tells him that she wants to spend the rest of her life with him. Coming clean as Wu Jin, he tells her that he doesn't want to make her sick again. Yi Soo tells him she knows that being with him is going to be challenging, but being without him is much worse. The two break into tears. After collecting themselves, they then go out for a walk in the Czech Republic's picturesque capital. Yi Soo tells him that she doesn't care if he changes every day and she loves the Kim Wu Jin inside him. The movie ends with Wu Jin taking out the ring he had made earlier in the film and finally putting it on her finger. This is my explanation for the movie, The Beauty Inside. So what do you guys think about the movie? Write in the comment. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.